Hey Wolves, welcome to today's stream. As promised yesterday, I would have another stream for you today. That would not be Conan. I decided, why not do something I had promised everybody and take a look at the last free cars. I also have a couple of people asking me why I don't use the free cars when I have the free cars. But as I said, not everybody have the money to get the deluxe edition of games. And then one person asked me, but what about the other two free cars? The new ones. If you have the expansion, you should have those cars. That has nothing to do with the deluxe edition, and that is kind of true. Well, as we have done so far, I will not change the color because this is one of those cars from the deluxe edition, and I actually like how they look. But we are going to take a look at the visual customization. So I actually like that one. So this is a drag car. Okay. Restricted by grill. Well, I actually like that grill. You don't need headlights to do drag, I think. No, there was no one without. No what? Then let's take carbon fiber. And splitter. What do we have? No splitter. That one. I think that one looks pretty nice. I've never been a big fan of big splitters. I kinda like that one, but it does look like there's not much space for that wheel. But that does look aggressive. Maybe if we raise the car up a bit. Oh, not that again. Give me 1 second here. I did see you type something in the chat. So of course I'm just going to take a look at the chat. Apparently I have that weird problem again. Come on, phone, load. Well, I am doing fine, Rory and I played. I am just a little bit tired. I think we'll go with the white one. Side skirts restricted. I think we'll go with that one. That matches the front pretty well. White body. Spoiler. I'll go with that one. Rear bumper. Carbon, like the front. Exhaust. I like those. 3 drift zones with 1-star rating. We need one more to get diffuser unlocked. License plate, rear bumper, spoiler, front glass. I don't really see a reason to spend money on that. Tail lights. Nice. Rear wheels, rims. So those cannot be bigger. Then we find something else. I don't know why, I really like those. Big. And black. Applies to all rims. Black. Applies to all rims. Brake disc. Let's take those. Don't know why, but why not? Now I just need to find those rims again. There. There. Black. Okay, front rims then. Black. Front rims. I kinda like it. Okay, and that's just so wrong. Okay, so it is clipping. I think that looks better. Okay. I think that looks better. Performance customization. Yeah, we definitely need some stuff for it. Yeah, it does look like you're the only one chatting. But I just started, so maybe we are lucky and get some more people in here. Leave the garage, yes.
Tyler.
Hey Ty, it's Rav. I need Mac to pick something up for me. I think he'll like it. Let him know when you see him.
Okay, let's see. We're not going to do all the things that jumps. No, there. Fast travel. So let's see what we can do to upgrade this car and then do a run or two with it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. No more exhaust. What else in tree? We have an ECU in tree. So what do we need now? We need turbo and gearbox. Okay. I don't have enough. Well, this is apparently the highest I can get it right now. It is definitely not going to be enough. I am 99% sure about that. Let's try this one. there and fast travel to... Actually, fast travel to this one. Maybe they will have some more stuff for me. Well, I'll not say I was able to solve the problem, but I went there, I talked to them, and they, yeah, didn't really care. So the reason my sister had to move was because he got harassed by her roommate. She didn't want to be his girlfriend, and he started saying a lot of shit about her on social media and stuff like that. But he's also moved. Hit a speed of, that should be possible. So yeah, she moved and he moved, and what? Oh my. There. Restart. It's arrow down to shift up. Yeah, I will still try to get that. Yeah, so he didn't care who moved first and why, so she still has to pay $2 grand. Okay, I'm afraid we'll lose this one. Oh yeah, this one you don't just press.
No.
142. We should be able to win. Next round. This is so wrong of him. Did they have
Losing isn't an option.
Locksmith Wolf? No. I did get there in time, so they didn't have to do that. But I was up pretty early, and then I decided to go to where I lived before and say hey to the people there. Oh my god.
Come on.
Okay, that was a lost.
Good going, Tyler.
Let's go back to not you. Zoom in. There. I don't know when the next parts will be available. So enter. Isn't there a timer for that? Not really. Do we have any of those shipments? One. Well, it could give me enough. 5 part tokens. That should give me 2 spins. Because we had 1 part. We are missing turbo and gearbox. So let's take 1 roll at a gearbox. And 1 roll at... yeah, of course with jump bonus. Well, it's still an improvement. And one roll at turbo. With acceleration, nice. Another pretty big increase. Let's go back to that one. See if we can't win. You are a great brother, Wolf, so your sister going to be moving back towards where we live? She already did. She is also living in this house until she moves to England. She wants to move to England to study this summer when she's done with school. Hit 65 miles per hour and win the race.
Nice.
Yeah. Now we should be able to just win parts.
Yes.
I think I will have to take a look before we make the other car and see what we can do. But yeah, it will still cost around 2,000 to pay for the apartment getting painted and stuff like that. They will take that from the deposit she paid. So I don't think she will have to have any money out of her pocket. I actually think she will get a little back. But only if she delivers the key in time.
Yes.
Because she forgot to leave one of the keys here.
Another
So
win.
I only had 1 out of 2. If she do not deliver it on time, she has to pay another 2,800. So 2,800. Brakes and nitrous instead of acceleration. Well, we will have to. Is there another? Let's try this one. Or is that the best one? That's the dealership. I don't remember which one is the last one. That one looks pretty fun with some twists and turns. So let's take that. And let's drive down there. So we're taking a look at all of the new cars. The first 2 is from the deluxe edition. And I will not change the look of them because I really like to have those cars from the deluxe edition of the game. The other 2 is from the expansion, and well, those I'm going to also change the paint and stuff like that. Oh, that way. Wolf, look where you're driving. But that's not fun. I know. What knows you and who? Yeah. Here in Denmark, when you turn 30 and you are on the payment thingy from the government that I am, you should go up in money. I am mentally ill. They have a tax from, not you pay tax, but an amount of money you can get. I don't get that. But I am mentally ill, so I have to talk with them. I guess it will be next week. I have this person that comes and talks to me and help me if there's stuff I need help with. And I will give him a little assignment. Try to find out why I, as mentally ill, do not get that. I don't care that I didn't get it for the last 5 years.
So I could sneak out for a race.
But from 30 and the rest of my life, I would like to get that that amount. So let's see if I'm lucky. Slow start. Oh.
Yes!
I could have missed that, but it's a best of 5, so that's okay.
Okay, next round.
Oh, pay attention. No. Oh. Give me 2 seconds here. Everything just went wrong. Hey, Carl. Frames still look bad for you? And you're disabled as well. Right. Frames look good for me. Everything looks good for me. And he uses the NOS in the beginning. I know that wasn't early shift.
Good path.
Good
Hell yeah.
For some reason you're buffering. I don't understand. 0 dropped frames. Been live for 24 minutes. CPU usage is under 15% and 49.80 frames per second. I'm not running at 60 at the moment. I don't know why, but yeah.
I'm set. Let's go.
Slow start. Fast. What true? Let's take a look here.
That's me.
I'll try come back. That's okay. Well, it shouldn't be on my end. Very sorry to say stuff like that and sound like Kojak. That's one of the things I hate about him. He doesn't really. The way he says it is that he. Yeah, it sounds like he doesn't. What? Oh my god, I'm going to lose this one. Unless he crashes. He didn't. Well, we're going to lose this one round. And then I have to pay attention.
For real?
Well, Buffering gone now, but looks like how Conan was. That's so weird. I have no problem in this game. Everything looks fine. When loading, right now I hit 27% CPU load. But that's everything. I am wishing for my birthday for a new graphics card. Even though I had said I would wait for Walter, because I didn't think that the 10 series was a big enough improvement. And on paper it should not be. I'm running a 6700K CPU, so an i7, and 2 GTX 970 cards in the system, so I should have the horsepowers. But lately, for some reason, things have not been going that well. So in this game I usually got 60 frames per second as a minimum. I don't remember if there was a use this and this will also be your maximum, but if there is a usually use that, so I might have done that. But still, right now 40 frames per second, 42 frames per second, 41 frames, 44 frames, 43 frames. So frame rate should not really be a problem. I have this weird feeling that OBS latest update have changed so it uses the main card for rendering, so I might actually try to take the secondary card and use for, that's the next big thing I want to change, try to change. Use the secondary card for gaming, and the top one in slot 1, use that one for rendering and stuff, because I did read that OBS used to use your physics card if you had a dedicated physics card, but if I take one of the cards and use as a dedicated physics card, I go down in frames, which means that it's definitely not using the dedicated physics cards, and I'm not sure it at any point did. It was just something I read, and I'm not always trusting what I'm reading on the internet. Lecker. I feel feel like he doesn't pay attention as much as you do to the people in the chat. Well, right now I have 2 people in the chat, not 250. If I had 250 people in the chat and just 50 of them was talking, I would not be able to keep an eye on everything. I'm still, even just driving a little, there's a couple of messages I can then read while I Yeah, make something else. Yeah, it's strange. Every other time it didn't do it. I tried saying hello to Crow in his live stream, but he never replied to me. You always reply to me. Well, I do my best, but the reason I do my best is because I'm a huge fan of Crowjack. Is it just me? Oh, that one is a little higher. That one is a little... I think this one... I know that is probably the standard look. But having that smooth look, it's a drifter, it's not a drag or something like that. Okay, so the vortex restricted by splitter. Splitter. Restricted by bumper. Anybody see my problem here? So I have to buy that one to then buy. How can that help? To then buy that one. So then go up here. Restricted by splitter. That one. That one is now restricted by front bumper. Let's try with that one then. I want to see the last one. Oh, there. That was a lot of work for something that I don't like. So, splitter. Back to that one. To put you back to... Still restricted by splitter. Was you the... No, it was not that one. It was this one. Gosh, a lot of work. Yeah, and that's the only splitter that can be. We can put those on. Why not? I don't think you need that much downforce on a drifting car, but... Restricted by front bumper. I want to see how things look. You first. Rocket Bunny. Was the other one also? Yeah, the black one is also. Rocket Bunny. I don't like Rocket Bunny, but let's try and see. It kinda looks okay, but not enough for me to change that front. Alchemist or Rocket Bunny. I'm not a big fan of Rocket Bunny. Those extra pieces bolted on the car. It's not my style of customization. So I think we will go back to the alchemy. Leave the front like that. Go down here, splitter. Which one was it? It was that one. To get that one. To get that one. To get... That is really complicated, if you ask me. So let's see here. Well, I feel like you care enough about me to at least pay attention to me, Wolf, and that makes me happy. Well, if I make you happy, then I'm happy. Hey, you're a great YouTuber. I have 4K subs. I'm doing shout out if you want to go check out. Honda Gamer, I am not much for shout outs. Very nice of you to do shout outs, but I am just not interested in shout outs. I think that one with the air ends up we're not doing anything with this car. Oh, I did change the hood and make that darker. Tail lights, those, spoiler. There simply is no middle ground in this game. Restricted by diffuser. Okay. Diffuser. Okay, that rocket bunny part I might be able to forgive. But it's not as ugly as a lot of the other ones. Let's try and see if it's still restricted with that one. I think that one looks better to the rest of the car. Exhaust. I don't know why, but I think we should go with those. Either the ones it has or those, but I think I will try with these to start with. Diffuser. I think that one is fine. Small enough for me to not really notice. Well, spoiler, change look, so I can see how they actually look. I think this is a nice angle. That it's just. I know that's how it normally would look, but it is a drift car. But that one seems a little too big, maybe. Yeah, I think I will keep the one I already have. Car, give DWG a free one. The rocket bunny looks good. Oh, the rocket bunny spoiler. Yeah, but again, I'm not that happy with the bolted on stuff. You know what? I'm going with that one. If you say it looks good, then who am I to disagree? Well, I'm myself, but besides that. Totally space age. Why not? They look a little bit weird, but I actually think this car, the shape of the car. Sometimes I hate not having a mouse. But if you look at the shape of the car from the front up over the hood, and along the front part, you know, with the window, no, not front lights, and up to the windows. Yeah, it actually looks nice. Well, it's level 164. Leave cards. Oh no, I said I wanted to check if I had any parts in here. And of course there's stands. Can I please get a... Yeah, thank you. Oh, not the spoiler. The bottom of the car. Whoa. See, that's the part about paying attention. Then let's go back to that spoiler. The bottom of the car. Oh, no. Go in. Let's start with the stand so I'm not forgetting that. What was it that restricted? Diffuser, rocket bunny, rear bumper. So if I go for maybe the Nissan and then the rocket bunny. And then we can go up here and... No, it should be without that one then. Like this. See, performance. Why do you have... Oh yeah, I did test as I promised everybody. I tested if it was better at drifting. You're level 100, so you don't have any parts. You... Select car. Go in there, go in there. You trade in, yes. Trade in, yes. So that was what I had for that one. No, not leaf carrots. What about you? So it's simply just to get some parts in case we will need them. It shouldn't take that long. Especially because the cars apparently don't have them. I apparently have sold them. No, don't take a look. There. 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 There and there. Let's go in here. Which one do I think? The starting car, maybe? Well, apparently not. Select car. Oh, wrong. Swap car. I don't have any of those. That one maybe. Select car. There was something. Well, 9 cards, that gives us 3 spins if we will need them. So I'm not sure we will need them, but well, just in case. Could your output should be higher stream? I have 6,000 kilobit second output at the moment. And we have Ryan wants me to change the spoiler. Bottom of the car. Back bottom part. I don't know if the car handles better when the stance is low. So you think that the Volkswagen looks sick? Okay, let's go over here and then let's go forward. That was the Bel Air. Is it that one you think looks awesome, or that one? I think that's the only two I have. That was one that was the beginning car I had. It served me well. Oh, we also have one there, the Beetle. And it's supposed to be ugly. Oh yeah, I found this, somebody have made it in the last stream where I took all the darlings, and I simply could not help myself. So my daughter was very happy about that movie when it got out. Well, I am going to do some drifting. So let's see, where can we find a drift race? Events. We have one there.
Day's half over, or as I like to think of it, half full.
Let's take this one. I believe that was the one I had so much trouble with. So we have kind of the same problem as last time. Not in same extremes, it's just that the car is a little low, level wise. Custom, target 12,000. Oh, And I didn't hit any of the multipliers. Still not. Well, we did beat 14,000, which should have unlocked something for us. For drag, I believe it was. Diffuser customization. Wolf, keep an eye on the track and not on the chat. But I want to read the chat. Oh, apparently not much have gone on, seems like. So I guess that Matter or Rusty, that is the two things in the chat right now, is the name in English for that little tow truck. I don't even remember the name in Danish. But seeing the movie with my little girl, yeah, she was a real boy girl, or girl boy, or what you call it, when she was real small. She was not that much into dolls, she liked cars. Well, I guess you can say she was Dad's girl. Oh, actually, her mom also liked cars. And gaming. And stuff like that. Some boy. Matter was his name. Oh, yeah. Well, I found it and I decided that it should look like that.
Come on, come on!
Try to keep it going. Oh. Sorry to say, drifting is so much harder in this than in the crew. And I know I keep comparing the crew and the speed, which people apparently get mad about. Sorry, I'm Danish, so I think it's fun when people get mad about stuff like that.
Here goes nothing.
That would have found to nothing. He said, here goes nothing.
Focus, Mac. Oh, man.
Well, I lost my multiplier. But I still think it was a pretty decent drift.
Gotta find the line.
But in just to keep up the comparison, in the crew you build a drift car,
Keep it up, Mac. Show 'em what crazy
and there is, yeah, the hard part is to drive in a straight line with that car, where you build a drift car in this game and it sticks to the road like a muscle car in no, it's not called a muscle, it's called a muscle car in yeah, you know, high performance car in the crew. So sometimes it doesn't really want to drift. Which probably is the more realistic way of having the
This
game.
just keeps getting sweeter.
But well, nobody have ever accused
Get in.
the crew for being realistic. I'm really looking forward to the crew 2 when it come out. That's going to be nice. Ooh, a new part. That sounded so enthusiastic. Where is the other one I want to? That one I think it is. And let's go to all, see if there isn't any. There's one right there. Fast travel to that point. Petrol hit. Oh. My daughter just liked the cars. Let's try this. Just consistently for 280 yards. I have no idea if I can do this on this map.
Showtime.
Now, that's complete. For some extra money. Now let's see if we can...
Good, good. That better buff out. Here it goes.
This was the one where I tested because it was pretty small.
Come on, come on.
The setup that I ended up using.
Not gonna make it if I keep this up. Yeah, let's do this. Can't touch my skills.
Whoa, that... I actually think that was my best drift ever. Point-wise. Okay, really out. What the F? OBS looks fine. Stream health. Not receiving... Oh my god. OBS, no problems. YouTube, problems. Why? Well, I will jump back into the game so we don't have that half window. Well, let's finish this one. I don't know what the problem is and how to fix it because OBS is running smooth. No problems on OBS. My internet is working fine. No problems there. My sister is not home, so I have the entire 300 megabit down and upload for myself. Anybody understand my frustration here? Sometimes I wish I could. I know the thing is going good. Your viewers are happy. Okay, viewers maybe experience minor issues, bad, potentially serious viewing issues. What if I do like this? I have had problems with YouTube all day. Yeah, see, that's the thing I don't understand. If I drop the kilobit per second, so going into settings, output, put bitrate down to 4500, apply, okay. It doesn't really help, because it's not because YouTube gets too much information, it says it gets too little. Welcome back. Just having minor issues here. Output. Streaming. Recording. Audio. Well, let's try to see what happens if we try to overfeed YouTube. Yes, it's black. Everything crashed on my end. Trying to fix the problems. So now it says I'm live. It's no longer saying it's not getting enough data. So I'm right now feeding YouTube with 10 kilobit per second information. Even though it's fluctuating, it's not as stable 10 kilobit, but it never is. So it will always fluctuate a bit. You set the parameters and it will always fluctuate a little bit. Okay, 15,000 it jumped up to. I've never seen it go 50% over. I never have so many problems as I have right now. But the chat not being in
Oh, good. You're not in jail yet.
active.
I can't come downtown. I got too much heat with the cops right now.
You think I don't know that? I'm sending you an out-of-town location. You're on your way, right?
But
It's not like I got anything
this
better
shows
to do.
you
I know, but
that
I do.
it's
So
definitely
make
not
it quick.
my network, because I can still do 10,000 kilobit. No, now jump back to... Why do I have all these problems? Bad video output low. Go from one extreme to another extreme. Output 3000. Right. should now drop, but it should not help. Why are you suddenly a small window?
Something you like. Send it.
Could you please? Settings. Graphics. Full screen on. Okay, full screen off. Oh. Graphics. Full screen. Yes. There, thank you. Okay, how does things look on your sides? Because this is simply just annoying. But I've had problems all day with YouTube. And I really do not understand why. Close that one. Yeah, it says I'm live right now, I know. But what the F does that help if people can't see anything? Drive is show up when you move. Oh yeah. There. So, but I tried to upload a video earlier. And my problem was that I put it to upload, I set it to schedule, and then I went in to do some metadata on it when I got home. I have spent a lot of electricity having my computer on all this time, but when I got home I cannot find that video on YouTube. It's not on my channel. I know you cannot see it because it should be released tomorrow, but for some reason I will have to redo all the work for tomorrow, all the uploading and all of that. That annoys me a bit. Yeah. Well, we have been streaming for an hour and 10 minutes. And the problem, at least on my side, have been going on for the last 12 minutes or something, I guess. I didn't look at the clock when they happened, but I don't think it's more than 12 minutes. So even though I wanted to show off the other two free cars, I think I will end the stream here and then I will actually take a look at them another time. Then we also have a little more time per car. But right now, the way that things are looking, it still say video output low. So, yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see all of you in tomorrow's video, if it actually wants to stay up, or if I can find it, so I can make the metadata on it. So, yeah. Started out as a pretty good stream, at least.